we had our hearts set on Stanford since forever. By we, I mean like my counselor, Rahul sir, me, my parents, everybody. And it just came together so cohesively. And that's why I did my REA there as well. Coming into Athena at the beginning of 12th grade, I had done some stuff in the past, but I was so underconfident with the way my profile was being structured. More so the way my profile was having a theme and like something which can give it linearity, right? So for me, Athena's process just made it so much simpler to understand my ikigai, as Rahul sir says. Hi, I'm Taarush Grover. I attended the Sri Ram School at Ravi in Gurgaon, and I will be joining Stanford for the class of 2028. The first day I came to Athena, I was super confused because I remember sitting in the conference room with Rahul sir, and I think he had his little notepad which he was scribbling my ideas on, and we were just discussing back and forth about what I may want to do in the future. I think my extracurriculars at Athena helped me so much grow as an individual as well, because I got to learn so much just with on-ground experience, with the way that everything was so structured. I had that clarity of thought that what I'm doing this week, what I'm doing the next week, and also built a really good work ethic because of that. Yeah, for sure. So my two main projects were Volanity, and Volanity was basically a student-run organization where I partnered with NGO schools across India, and I also partnered with Shulini University, and we basically got together and created a social emotional learning curriculum where we developed these kind of learning modules for students. And I think particularly with the way that the SEL curriculum was designed, and also the way I designed the LMS, which is a learning management system for the students, I got a lot of help from Athena, especially from the tech team, and more so the other part of Volanity, which was the non-academic volunteering part, where we taught design, we taught art, we taught literature to students, things that were ideally not available in their non-academic curriculum. It was also a really integral part of my journey with Volanity. The second project that I worked on was called FlexiRas. It's basically a table that folds and fits into students' backpacks, so that students in Anganwadi schools, which is basically schools in usually under the mango tree settings, can take their tables to school and bring them back home, and they can study on them wherever they like, whenever they like. And we also try to integrate a lot of digital features in them and also reduce the weight in a way that we can bring it down subsequently, and then create a product which is so easy for the student to carry and also sustainable and also cheap at the same time. That was also quite a learning process for me as somebody who wanted to go for product design. The application journey for me, particularly at Athena, was honestly made so much easier by a lot of my counselors and everybody around me. The way that Athena does their stuff, they're so put together, they're so confident in their entire process. I think it helped me so much because coming into Athena at the beginning of 12th grade, I had done some stuff in the past, but I was so underconfident with the way my profile was being structured. More so the way my profile was having a theme and like something which can give it linearity, right? So for me, Athena's process just made it so much simpler to understand my ikigai, as Rahul sir says, and also just to understand what I want to do in college, and not just in college, beyond as well, and then work backwards towards making my college just a stepping stone in my future path. So yeah. I honestly believe that just the insight that I got from Athena, that you are allowed to have more than one interest and more than one passion, and also the way that you can put it forth together, like you're allowed to have 3 pillars and not just have 1 pillar, right? Which is, I think, the biggest thing, because I was equally interested in design, equally interested in business, equally interested in technology, and putting those together for my profile was something that Athena really helped with. Why Stanford particularly worked really well with me was because Stanford really promotes that sort of interdisciplinary approach. And I think Athena understood that very early on, that I would be better suited for kind of schools which are more entrepreneurial, more open to diverse intercurriculums, and even schools which just take students who want to learn a lot different stuff at the same time, right? And I think we had our hearts set on Stanford since forever. By we, I mean like my counselor, Rahul sir, me, my parents, everybody. And it just came together so cohesively, and that's why I did my REA there as well. So Princeton is where I think we sat down with a team of, I'd say, at least 10 writers. And then there was me, my parents, and Rahul sir, and I think multiple writers. and we all just cross-ideated everything and every single part about my profile. I think the document that Athena sends at the beginning of joining, which is the brainstorming template, really helped a lot in that, because I was able to put forth a lot of my stories at very early on, and then when the ACED brainstorming time came, I didn't have to develop new ideas. All I had to do was look back and they were already there. So I think Athena for me in 3 words is crazy, iterative and encouraging. I think that's the most important thing of all. So yeah.